Okay, thank you. Now we're recording live. Welcome all those who are joining us in the replay, and welcome all those who are joining us live. Really appreciate you being available. Please do comment on the Facebook page, anything that is coming up for you and questions. I want to just reiterate again that our inspiration this week is Saraswati, the goddess of intuition, moon energy, and the moon. We're riding the wave of the new moon. And I know we're moving into that quarter moon, but the new moon is this incubation period of asking what's possible in your life, in any area that you feel stuck, relationships, career, even the immobility that we have right now when we're at home with family, friends, rather than saying I'm stuck or nothing's working, we ask the question, what's possible? Just with curiosity, what's possible? Our mind starts to tick and work and pick up clues as to what's possible. And if you can meditate on that question alone, I promise you, you're going to get some pretty amazing freaking answers for yourself. And intuition starts to kick in. So we really want to tap into what's in our heart and then be brave to take action on what is coming up. So if it's what's possible in a relationship, it might be possible to make a phone call or set up a Zoom meeting. Don't dismiss it. Do it. Like, you have to do it. Do the action when it arises or when you're asking these questions. So our practice will center around that. I'm happy to have you here. It's a floor flow. Quite possibly will include a little bit more digestive energy, and we'll enter the full screen and give it a shot. Here we go. All right. There are some interesting movements in this class in particular. I'll be repeating them during the week. So join me here live on Zoom or live on the Facebook at InBody Academy page. All right. So we'll take a comfortable seat. Fold the feet in, tall through the spine, and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Being centered and focused on letting go of anything that gets in the way of your practice and your mindfulness here. I know it might be impossible at home to let go of everything, but really try to bring your attention and awareness and focus right here. Jana Mudra, it'll be a mudra that you see. It's simply bringing the thumb, pointer finger together in a seal. That's really to ignite our own knowledge. So the knowledge that we have the gift of knowing what's right for us at any time. We don't have to look outside of ourselves. We can have input, but really the knowing comes from sitting and pondering in our own heart. Trusting that you have the answers. Soma pranayama, the Soma pranayama. We'll just do this as a wave action, and you'll see this wave action all through class today. So starting out, inhale, diving forward, exhale through a straw. Inhale and exhale. Our theme today is listen to intuition. And opening the heart essence of that is receptivity. Now keep that action of the body moving forward. And as we move forward, we're going to open the arms. And then as you move back, so less of a wave, more of a cat-cow. Inhale, open, exhale, cross one arm over the other. Inhale and exhale. So this rocking sensation in the pelvis area as the arms open and close, surrounding the heart. And then take the hands to the knees and simply circle the pelvic bowl. Ease and gentle movement to wake up the spine. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's take it in the opposite direction. Inhale and exhale. And then pause here. We'll bring the left hand in a cup shape to rest on the right thigh. And the right hand is in a cup shape facing the left palm, and bring the two together. And the thumbs are lacing the knuckles, so creating a clasp hand. The Sankalpa or mudra is called Sankofa Mudra, which just simply means setting an intention, which simply means purposeful action in the way of how I want to feel, or perhaps what I want to accomplish, and not overly thinking how to get there. Let your intuition guide you. Sankalpa is the action of setting the intention of how you want to feel, or perhaps a goal, something you want to accomplish. And see it in your mind's eye as if it were already there. Feel it in your physical body, the manifestation of complete joy. If that's the feeling you want, we can all look or imagine a time, a space, a place where we felt joy, and conjure up that feeling again. So we practice here with that full intention and awareness in our mind's eye. And it might sound a little hokey, but it really does work if we put our attention there. So let's release the hands, circle the wrist, nice easy flow. We're going to uncross the legs and take it into a pinwheel. I'm seated on a blanket, so I'm going to take the blanket out. So I'm on my mat. You can keep the blanket. And then we'll rotate over, keeping right hand on the mat. And so I'm facing the right knee foot is placed on the left knee, and the foot's coming behind. And then I'm just going to open and press the left hip down. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, guiding with the arm open, exhale, guiding with the arm closed. One more time. Exhale, plant the left hand at the same edge as the right, or the same flow, and then we'll take that dive action up and back. Undulation of the spine. A softer, more feminine quality comes down from the moon. The moon is actually Chandra. Chandra is a feminine energy, so we'll flow. So the intuition, our sixth chakra, also feminine quality. One more. And exhale, let's come back to center. Switch the legs, so hands come behind. And we'll target the left knee pointing to the right foot pointing behind. Plant your left hand to the side and then cross your right arm over. Inhale, open. And we're moving the sit bone towards the floor. Exhale, little rotation. So soft movement through the whole torso. Inhale here, exhale, flow. I am so excited that you joined me today. This is, I know it's tough to get here, but honestly, I feel hundreds of people's energy. I know who are going to watch this video and gain some insight from it. So really, I commend you and honor and acknowledge your commitment to be here. So last one, let's plant the right hand to the floor next to the left, or even with the left. Inhale, scoop the heart forward, lift up with the head, and exhale, pull back through the belly, undulating the spine. Somatic movement. Inhale, soma, sweetness, moon energy, and exhale. Let's do twice more. I honestly love this routine that we're about to unfold here. And it's really all about honoring your body in the place where it's at. Let's bring both legs around and come into a downward facing dog. So this is our first one of the day, or the evening, first one in the class. Downward facing dog, stretching the arms and the shoulders, pressing the feet down, and taking a deep breath. We're going to create some somatic movement here by guiding the shoulders forward, pressing through the toes, and then bend the knees and circle the hips all the way back. Up into downward facing dog, straight legs, glide forward, bend the knees, glide back. So in this way, we're making this beautiful round, huge circle with the hips. Alternatively, you could be on hands and knees and take a cat-cow. Let's reverse the action. So the knees come forward and we circle through the whole body. That just feels really good. Somatic movement. Yes, excellent. I call these Shakti waves. And then step forward, Uttanasana. We'll glide forward in a forward fold, down. And you might want to just bend your knees here a little bit so your hands meet the floor or meet a block. So blocks could be handy. Take a couple more breaths in our forward fold. Inhale. Come all the way to standing. Palms together. Ujjayi Mudra, mountain pose. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Let's take the arms overhead. I'll just face you for this. And I'll be mirroring you. So we'll take the left wrist with the right hand and shift in that half moon shape, the crescent shape, which we're starting to get in the night sky now. We have that crescent, really small crescent moon up and over to the right side. And then inhale, come back to center. Clasp the left wrist, or right wrist, I'm sorry, with the left hand up and over. Make the seal of knowledge, Jana Mudra, thumb and finger coming together. And the right hand, let's come back to center. So if I'm mirroring you, I'm gripping, or you're gripping the left wrist with your right hand and taking it over. Left hand in the seal of knowledge. Inhale back to center, up and over to the left. Full breath in, full breath out. Not that we're hanging out here. I want you to pull that top arm really strongly up towards the sky. So we make that crescent moon not have a crease in it or a kink. It's a very smooth transition. Inhale back to center. And exhale, just bring the hands to your heart center with a little shoulder roll, forward, up, back, and down. And again, because it feels good, come to the top of your mat. Let's take the arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, in a forward fold. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, drop in and down. Inhale all the way to standing. Palms together, hands to your heart. And then we'll take a prayer wheel. So it's turning the hands here. I'm going to step the feet a little bit wider. Drop the bend in the knee. Drop the hands in an open form and then raise all the way back up to the sky. Inhale, take the hands to the third eye, to the mouth, and to the heart center. And we'll turn this prayer wheel again. Inhale, exhale down. Nice flow. We'll call this our Saraswati prayer wheel. To the third eye, mouth. Saraswati is also the truth teller. She gives us the gift of words. The Namaskar, Saraswati Namaskara. Definitely taught to me by my guru teacher, Jana Sherman. I love this flow. Inhale, widen up. Let's take that one more time. Heart center, prayer wheel with a lot of flow. Up to Tadasana, full vessel mudra. And exhale into a forward fold. If you're at the top of the mat, that would be a great place to be. Inhale to a half lift. And then take your downward facing dog. Let's add some Shakti wave here. Again. In both directions. So just revisiting this movement, the Shakti wave. And then come forward into the top of a push-up. Bring the knees to the floor, chest and chin. And this is going to be something we see quite often in this move. So chest and chin. If it doesn't quite come to the floor, you can just take that, make that a half chaturanga. Okay. Then we'll bring the hips down. Inhale, grip the floor strong and lift the sternum to the sky. Peel the shoulders back and allow your whole hip, leg, top of the foot to press into the earth. So we stay out of harm's way in the low back, and this is really strong on the arms. I'm just going to give it a little wave, sway side to side, and it could be just very low to the earth as well. And a Cobra Flow. Exhale back into downward facing dog. And then bring the knees to the floor and shift the hips back to the heels. We'll come through a low cobra. So you're going to skim the earth coming forward Lift the head as if to peek up out of the basket if you're a snake. And then round the back, all the way back into Balasana or Child's Pose. Again, forward, it might be helpful to bring the elbows to the floor and just glide forward. Move that into a Sphinx or a low Cobra. Exhale, forehead down. Curl jawbone towards your heels in a rounded action. Let's take it twice more. And I'll show you the energy way. Like, this is really tough on your triceps. I get that. So you want to make a progression or a modifications that fit, where you are toning and strengthening the body and giving it some effort and challenge without promoting injury or going too far too fast. So hands and knees here. Let's take a downward facing dog. And my favorite, right leg elevating here. We're going to bend the knee and just bring it over across to your left elbow, right, and then big hip circle here. Re-extend the leg. Knee to elbows, big circle. This could be done on the hands and knees, just in this way. And again, big circles. And then reach your right leg all the way through, top of the mat. Hold super strong in a low lunge. Parsvottanasana pulse. So we'll come into pyramid on the inhale. Exhale. Bend the knee. Inhale. A fold. Straighten the front leg. Exhale. Charge the heart forward. Inhale. Oh, this feels so good after a big hiking day, biking, or whatever movement you're doing. This is awesome, even on its own merit. If we're on the computer and Zooming all day, this is definitely going to be a good way to open the hips, and we'll get even more open from here. So last time, let's hold this low lunge. Use your block. Well, it's always an option to have a block or a book or something for support here. We're going to open to the right side. So we've got this big twist going on. We'll take the right arm forward in a big circle. And a circle is called mandala. I love that name. Mandala, the arm. 3 times. Let's take it forward, big stretch, the hip goes back, keep the feet strong, stable, and then the last time coming up, plant the right hand, step all the way back, downward facing dog. And we'll take this flow of coming forward into the top of a push-up, bring the knees, the chest and chin to the floor, or just a half chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra. And you can shimmy side to side. Feels so good. And then take it back into a downward facing dog, and we'll repeat the second side. The left leg lifting, bend the knee. Let's pull it through and try to touch your elbows and then circle it all the way up. And again, this could be done on your right knee. Make sure you've got padding. So you've got a blanket under the knee. And really, we want to promote wellness and movement and strength and agility. Okay, not at the expense of our body, but at the promotion of health and wellness in the body. And then take the low lunge. Again, if you've got a block, it looks like this on both sides. Straighten the front leg. Inhale. Pull up through the belly. Exhale, bend. And come forward with the heart. Inhale, lift up through the belly. Exhale, bend. This is what it looks like with no blocks. Inhale again. Lift. Exhale, bend. Let's do one more. Exhale, hold here. Right hand stays to the floor, and then we'll open to the side wall. All the way forward with the right arm, making a big circle. Again, mandala. 2. All the way around. 3rd time. My eyes are following the fingertips. That's great. Plant the hand, step all the way back, downward facing dog. Oh, and if your arms are getting tired here, give them a break. You can bring the knees to the floor. Press the hips back and into child's pose. Okay, if you're charged and you're energized, you can hold the downward facing dog and build some strength in the arms. This is perfectly legit to do either one. You just want to make sure you're paying attention to what's right for you. We're going to walk the hands back to your feet. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Palms together and hands to your heart. We'll take Indudalasana a second time. We've done it a first time. We're taking a second time. Arms overhead. I'll talk you through it. You're going to clasp the left wrist with your right hand and shift up and over to the right. Again, I'm using the Jana Mudra. Thumb and finger together. Inhale back to center. Rise up. Exhale over to your left. Same thing. I'm holding the wrist, and you can just barely see that. My hands get out of the picture, but I'm here. Now I don't want a compression. It's a lift of the top arm is pulling upward. Bottom arm is pulling outward. So the two together really open up the side body. Let's try that again. Okay. So with the top arm pulling up and the bottom arm pulling out, just notice what happens. And then energize the low belly. Stay out of harm's way in the low back. Inhale back to center. Up and over to the left. Last one. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale. Rise up. Release the hands. And bring to your heart center. So you're likely at the top of your mat. You're going to step your right leg back in a giant move here. And turn all 10 toes here. Tarasana. Star pose. Love it. You're going to turn your right foot out. So wherever you're at, face me, turn your right foot out. I will not be mirroring you for this. We're going to bend the right knee and coming into a warrior two pose. There's 3 postures we're going to move through here in a flow sequence. So this is our only standing sequence. The rest is on the floor. Right here, and our flow will be to bring the elbow to the floor, or to the thigh, sorry. Side angle. Bring the left arm forward, draw the shoulder blade onto the back, and then move the arm over head so the biceps toward at the ear. So this is side angle. We're going to pull right back up to center using your legs, glutes really strong, and reverse the warrior. Left arm comes down, right arm reaches overhead. Those are the 3 postures. So we have reverse warrior, we have side angle. Let's go back to that one. And we have the in-between warrior 2. So inhale here, exhale up and over. Inhale, warrior 2, exhale, side angle. Now move through all the way back up into reverse warrior. So we bypass, or we just go move right through warrior two, and then we're going to touch the floor or a block on the outside of the ankle in our side angle. And from here, we're going to go to the other side. So bend both knees, shift the feet around, elbow to left thigh, left elbow on the left thigh, left arm coming straight out, pin the shoulder blade onto the back, and then reach the arm forward, bicep to the ear. So big elongation here. Take a breath. Take a breath. Inhale, come back through our warrior two. Exhale, reverse the warrior. So the right arm comes down, the left arm comes overhead. We're going to move through that again. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, all the way up, warrior two. I don't know about you, but it's gardening time and I'm out in the yard, mostly pulling weeds, but yes, and gardening. So bent over, a lot of low back issue. So really working the ab here, getting the feet wide. We'll work on the hips a bit too. Inhale all the way back, exhale to the ground. You're going to touch the ground. Reach the right arm forward. Inhale, come through the middle. So this is our inhale. Exhale into side angle. Inhale, reverse the warrior. So now we're on the right side. Exhale, touch the earth. Inhale to center. Shift the feet. Exhale, side angle. Right arm reaches overhead and up. Inhale to the water wheel we're doing here. Reversing the warrior. Left arm to the floor. Right arm up and over. Come through the center. Again, forearm to the thigh. Inhale, sweep it all the way around. Exhale, let's just do one more here. Side angle. Inhale through the center to the left side. Extend. Inhale all the way up, reverse warrior. Exhale to the floor. And one more time through the center. One more time each side. Inhale, reverse the warrior, because I think you're just getting the hang of it. Exhale, touch down. Comes through center. Inhale, side angle. All the way through, reverse warrior. That was an exhale. This is an inhale. Exhale, let's plant both hands to the floor and step all the way back into a downward facing dog. Oh yeah. Or a child's pose. You get to choose there. Bring it into the top of a push-up. Bring the knees, chest and chin to the earth. Inhale, low cobra here. Exhale, let's bring the whole torso to the floor. Take your hands in a jet airplane, palms to the floor, and then press or lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Lift the hands just above the hips. Inhale, and then we're going to just lean to the right. So we open the left shoulder a bit. Take a full breath. And then come back to center. Lean to the left. Keep the feet planted, keep the belly firm. Back to center. And come all the way down. We'll take that a second time. This time with the hands interlaced behind the base of the spine. Take a breath. Exhale, charge the arms straight back, lifting and hovering above the hips. If you'd like, you can take Ujjayi Bodhi, the fingers pointing, or Kali. Inhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, rotate over to the right. Just a slight lift of the left shoulder. Lengthen, lengthen. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over to the left. It's just a breath each. You can do it. Inhale, back to center. Keep the neck, cervical spine in its nice, easy shape. And exhale, back to the floor. Take a breath or two. So this next one is a little bit more opening for the front body. The trick here is to keep the low belly firm so you stay out of the low back. Because when we do a back bend, it's not a low back bend. It actually goes right up into this area in the thoracic region. And that's the part we want to unchink or get extension in. So just really be aware of that. We're going to take fingertips to the floor, pull the shoulders back and squeeze the shoulder blades on the back. Then you're going to lift the heart forward. The head just going to, it goes along for the ride, so it's not doing any of the work. And as I lift, of course, my arms are taking all of the weight, a lot of the weight, pressing down through the tops of the feet. Feet are quite close together. And then release back down. And if your low back doesn't feel any pinching, we'll take this a second time and with a variation. Okay, if you feel pinching in your low back, here is an option. Sphinx pose, hold here, shoulders broad, and then pull the low belly in to increase the length of your low back. Chest forward, low belly in, chest forward, low belly in. And I know it feels like they're two opposing forces, because they are. If you don't have opposition in all things, you're going to get skewed in one direction. Okay? It won't be comfortable. So we need opposition in all things. It's the truth. So this third set, if you're with me here, left hand remains flat, right fingertips on the ground. I'm going to lift up again as high as I'm comfortably lifting, and then I'm going to straighten the right arm and just give a little twist, look over my right shoulder. That's it. Full breath in, full breath out. Come back to center. Yes, and if you're on a full tummy, you're going to feel it. Right palm flat, left fingertips pop up to the earth. Inhale, pull back with the fingers, lift the chest and sternum forward, and then a slight rotation to the left. Powerful here with your breath. Power the arms. You can do it, yes, because we want strong arms, and this really helps you do that. Go ahead and lower back down. Take a breath. Shake the hips. Turn the toes under. And press all the way back into a downward, child's pose. So hips to the heels and release that down. Hold for 2 more breaths. And come back into downward facing dog. All the way back. Right leg to the sky. Inhale. And we're going to bring the knee again forward, just touching to the nose, and then re-extend it. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend once again. And then exhale, come all the way into a high crescent lunge. Now, before you come up or adjust anything, I want you to just push the feet into the floor, hug the feet towards each other. Then see if you can lift off using that right glute, really strongly standing up. This is going to help us in the long run cultivate right action with the right muscles firing up. Coming from the floor to standing is probably one of the more difficult things to do as we get older, because we lose sensitivity. We want to rebuild that, right? Do your best in getting that to happen. So we're in a crescent lunge, and of course we're balancing. So hold a wall or hold a chair, always options. Also bring the arms overhead. We're going to take a hold of the left wrist with the right hand and give it a crescent up and over to the right. Now remember the trick, not compressing down, but the right arm shoots out, the left arm shoots up. And those two actions are going to give you the biggest bang for your buck here in your crescent lunge. And exhale, come back to center. Sweep the arms around to the floor and then turn all 10 toes to the side wall. We're in a low lunge. We're going to reach the right arm up to the sky in side angle, or I'm sorry, plank, side plank. Lower the hips and the hand towards the earth. Inhale, push to the outer edge. Rise up and over. Exhale, down. Inhale, up and over with the arm. Exhale. Inhale. Nice. Exhale, last time. Downward facing dog. Turn all 10 toes. Press it back into a downward facing dog. Shakti waves, bending the knees, turning the hips. Lifting the left leg to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Back up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale once more and step all the way through. So this might be bringing the knees to the floor, coming up and then stepping the foot through, lifting the back knee, hands to the thigh, and now we're in a crescent lunge. Regardless, you really need to use the left glute, okay? So that's pressing through the left heel into the earth, arms overhead. Left hand grips the right wrist in Jana Mudra, and we shift up and over in a crescent lunge. Oh, I like the wall. Make sure you're balanced. Breath in and breath out. Bring it back to center. Exhale all the way to the earth. Turn all 10 toes now facing the side wall. I'm going to slide the front foot back just a little bit. So I can be in side plank without bending to the floor. I'm going to turn, stack hip on hip, shoulder on shoulder. All right, and then lift the left arm. Exhale, lower. Yes, challenging. Yes. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, down. Inhale and exhale. Stay with me. You got this. Inhale, you can do it for sure. Exhale, up and over. Plant the hand, step back, downward facing dog. Yay, yes, yes, yes. And you did it, did it, did it. Bring the knees to the floor. Sit all the way back, hips to heels, child's pose once again. And then we'll take the hands a little bit closer, palms together. Bend the elbows, keeping them straight out and overhead. But just take the hands down the base of the neck. So we're in child's pose, hands behind the head, prayer position. Deep expansion through the belly and back body and the breath in. Deep contraction on the breath out. Twice more. Yummy, yummy, yummy. One more breath, that is. So unfurl the elbows. I'm going to make a fist and rotate through the wrist. So we're going to do something for fun here. I want you to do whatever progression makes sense in your body at this time. We're going to start on the hands and knees. Start right here on the hands and knees. With a blanket underneath the knees if you'd like. I'm opting out of the blanket today. My knees feel pretty supported on my mat. Okay, then we're going to pull the belly in. And you can't tell what I'm pulling in because I have a really a baggy shirt on today. My apologies, but it's so much more comfortable. I would wear baggy clothes every day. Okay, so we're here. We're just going to lift the right leg back and extend the chest forward here. Inhale, exhale, bring the knee towards the nose. So you're managing the balance as well as extension and flexion. There's a lot of pulling up through the belly, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, one more. Hold the extension, come into Ashtangasana, that is chest and chin to the floor. The right leg is elevated. Can you get that? Turn the back toes under. Now we're going to push up into a three-legged down dog. Okay, I told you that was for fun. Any variation there that you can toy with is just awesome. Bend the top knee, open the hip, and let's rotate through the ankle. The key here is no collapsing in the left side. This is collapsing. Keep the arm strong, the left shoulder charged forward, the hip back. And you guys, this can be so powerful. Advanced beginner yogis, everybody can get some gain out of this movement. It's awesome. We're going to bring the right leg all the way through and take a pigeon pose. Pigeon pose here. With the fingertips, we'll revisit this posture too, because we've got some floor work to do. Here, inhale, raise the heart. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Again, that soma movement. Moon quality. Feminine wave. One more time. And then press all the way back up. Toes turn under. Lift, but instead of taking the right leg up, we're going to shoot it out to the left side. Lower one more time. Bring the chest and chin to the earth and raise the back leg. This is called Brigitte's cross. I don't know who she is or what that is, but it's an awkward twist. And then you'll bring the left cheek to the floor. And then to release that, bring the toes back down to the earth. Push through the hands. Reach the right leg all the way up. And release back to the floor. Okay? Second side. So we're going to come back down. We're going to pause before we go to that second side. Rotate through the wrist. Then I promise we're coming to the floor. We're coming to the end of our practice too. But I just, so much fun. Saraswati, she rides the swan. So we had to get that swan movement in there. That's a beautiful swan move. We'll do this again on the second side. Shake your wrists out. Do you feel like you're building strength in my arms? Yeah, we're getting some guns here. As well as here, intuition, listening to our body. Come back to hands and knees. Tiger claw, the earth, fingertips pressing down. Left leg now is going to sweep behind you and a lift and extend. Exhale, tuck the knee to the nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. One more here. Now hold the extension, shift the weight forward, bend the elbows. You can just come into a half chaturanga and pause there. That's good enough, and then press back up. Otherwise, you're coming all the way down, chest and chin, shoulders away from the earth. When we lift the left leg, the next step is to kickstand. We'll do that next. We'll do that tomorrow. Okay, we're going to push up, toes turn under, three-legged down dog, bend the knee, open the hip, and rotate through the ankle. Yes. So a lot of floor work today, hands and feet on the ground. I didn't say it would be easy, just said we'd be doing floor work. We're going to bring the left leg all the way through now and take a pigeon to the other side. On the fingertips, I do that to give my wrists a little break. My arms are still on fire. They're working. There's no way around that. They're building strength. And so if you feel out of breath, take a moment to just rest. You could bring the arms all the way down and just fold in and lessen the intensity of the posture so you can really feel it, focus on it. Okay, otherwise we're just going to do the undulation through the spine. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lifting, exhale, lowering. And our revisit of this posture of pigeon will be in the form of a Gomukhasana on the back, okay? So I will follow through on that promise. It will just look differently. One more here, and as you raise the torso, you're going to shift the weight to the left hip. Bring your right leg all the way around here. So the soles of the feet come together in Cobra Pose. I'm going to face you. This is really good English. I am going to face you. Hold the ankles, lift up through the spine. Inhale here. Exhale, slight shift forward. I'm bending the elbows to create that forward momentum through the heart and chest. Elbows wide. Very nice. So, yes. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Baddha Konasana. Inhale here. We're going to tuck the left leg towards the right hip. Bring the right leg over the top in front, or a straight left leg is forward, and then you're going to drop the foot over top, okay? So half Lord of the Fishes, lots of options here. I'm going to tuck the heel in and show the full version today. If you're mirroring me, great. So left heel to right hip, vice versa. The opposite leg is coming up and over. I'm going to bring the arm that's opposite the knee and just reach it up. I'm going to twist open just a little bit here. Get a lot of length, crescent over, and then bring a little twist to it and lower the elbow across the knee. Another alternative is just to hug the knee with the elbow. So we're getting that big open space, and then a twist, right hand comes behind, and we're in Ardha Matsyendrasana twisting style. Full breath in, full breath out. So I do know that yoga postures originated in animals, so that's why we have pigeon, dolphin, half Lord of the Fishes, fish pose, Hanuman, monkey, pose, crane, crow, partridge. Everything's named after animals because animals teach us so much about movement. Downward facing dog, upward facing dog. Those are things we see in the animal world. They move somatically. So we can really learn a lot from our animal kingdom. I come back to center. Unwind slightly, lift up. Let's switch sides. So you're going to bring right heel to left glute, the opposite leg on top. Alternatively, this bottom leg could be straight out. Okay. So pick the one that really feels right to you. You have permission to try every single iteration, modification, and I'm powerful. Be on purpose with that. Right arm lifts. I'm going to open to the right a little bit here. Big crescent lunge, crescent over to the left, and then spin it around with the torso and the elbow hooking over the knee or hooking the knee itself. Here. Spin. A little easy spinal twist. And our class is going to come to a quick close here. I would love to do this for another hour with you. There's just so many things to cover, but we don't have to do them all at once, right? We can just take it little by little and enjoy the journey. I love that. Let's release that back to center. Bring the knees together, lie on your back. I won't add any more to this, so just squeeze the knees into the chest. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, bring the knees away. Exhale one more time, squeeze the knees into the chest. Inhale the knees away. And then separate the knees about a little wider, about the width of your shoulder. So it's a pretty good width. Pull the knees in again. And then just unhinge so your feet go straight up to the sky. You're going to take a hold of the outside of the foot and push the feet up into the hands as you pull the hands down into the feet. You create a resistant action. And it helps the low back release to the floor. And breathe. Take a soft, gentle rocking action side to side. And gently cross the right leg over the left. And making good on my promise, this is Gomukhasana. Bring the knees into the chest. We're getting a second stretch for the hip. Alternatively, it could look like a figure four. And you're bringing the knee in. The most important thing is we're just opening up the right hip. I'll show the Supine Gomukhasana. Keep the knees crossed. Release the hands and drop over to your left. So wherever your knees are crossing or ankle to knee, drop over to the left. A nice easy spinal twist. Now we're releasing tension. We're getting ready for Shavasana. Complete relax and release. Let go of the jaw and the face and open your heart here. We covered a lot of territory today with some standing postures in our floor flow. So that was just an unexpected fun thing. Let's unwind the legs. I like to take a wide V here. Because we don't always get to open up the inner thighs. Bend the knees, happy baby, this time hands on the inside, holding the heel with the soft guiding bus driver action. Like you have a big steering wheel and you're turning it. And then release again. You're going to cross this time left knee over right or left ankle over the right. I'll show the knee. Hug knees in. Gomukhasana. 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 Big breath in, big breath out. Gentle coaxing of the ankles, maybe a little wider. If your hips are not feeling it. If they are, you're right where you should be. Release the hands and drop the knees over to your right this time. Let's really start to tune in to the neck and shoulder region, the jaw. If there's any tension there, just take a big breath in. And as you exhale, let it go. Release all the tension. And I personally like to rock the head side to side and even give the occipital ridge, that's the base of the skull, a little quick massage, because that's where my tension exists. It likes to build up right there. Anything that's going to help release that, come back to center, unwind the legs, extend to the floor. Take a deep breath in. Stretch the arms overhead. And exhale. Let's bring the arms down to your side. Just a gentle distance away from the torso. Let your eyes relax closed. Keep the body quiet, the mind or the body still. The stillness isn't rigid. The stillness is in the perception of how much tension we're focused on. So relax and let the body lie still or relax in stillness. So there's no negative connotation to that. Just relaxing, not fidgeting. Quiet the mind. Warm the body with a blanket or the temperature. And soft eyes and eye bag. So you're darkening the sensation coming through the eyelids. Just imposing a more in toward reflective state of mind. Quiet stillness. Is where we really can tap into our greatest intelligence. Calm mind accesses infinite intelligence. Also, quiet in a quiet pond or a quiet lake. In that stillness, we get to see the depths of the water. We get to really see less surfacey stuff and dive down deep into the soul. And this is where our knowing is. This is where our intuition is. So for one more minute, allow yourself still, quiet, warm, dark, contemplative effort here, or contemplative effortlessness. Begin to move the fingers and toes, the wrists and ankles with a lengthened in breath. Let go with the out breath, normalized and more actualized through the body. Gently bring the knees into the chest, roll to one side. Pause and give yourself an acknowledgement. Let's practice this every time we come on and off our mat. Acknowledge how you showed up. Acknowledge in deep gratitude, in thankfulness. Let's cultivate right action in our heart. Cultivate it right here, right now by giving yourself kudos, giving yourself a pat on the back, giving yourself gratitude. If we don't practice it here, we don't practice it with ourselves, we don't love this, how can we put that out into the world? You are worth acknowledging. You are worth loving. Love up every sip, every drop of that acknowledgement. And when you're done, help yourself to seated position. A big smile. Bring your hands to heart center. We'll take the arms out wide. Inhale. Open up to the sky. Palms together, passing through the crown of the head, forehead, to the lips. Saraswati gives us intelligence to speak our mind, know our mind, speak our truth, and flow from the heart, hands to heart center. May we be well, may you be happy, may you be free of physical pain and emotional stress, may you be strong, healthy, and know in your intuition the next step in your life, in your hour, in your day. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.